What is up, everyone? So I want to kick off this video by saying two things. One, I want you to know that my DMs and my emails are always open. I've been trying to respond to every single person that has reached out, even if it's to say, like, keep up the good work. If you take time out of your day to write to me, it's the least that I could do to acknowledge it. Mind you, I'm not going to answer and give you recommendations on your steroid cycles, but I do respond to everything practical and logical. And I want you to know that if you're going through a hard time right now and you just need someone to talk to, someone to vent, someone that's kind of like been through all this, that my DMs and my emails are always open. Please don't hesitate to reach out because I'm going to go over my story a little bit later. I've tried to film this about 3 times and I have never been able to get it right. So I'm just kind of going to talk, and I hope that you guys will listen. And I hope that it really helps you guys if you are going through a rough time. The second thing that I do want to say, the suicide hotline is up 881%, and that's a statistical fact. People are going through a very, very hard time right now, and I don't think anyone should be monetizing and making money off of sob stories and depression and anxiety. So I am going to monetize this video, and as a group, hopefully we can come together, just really like the video and help it grow, because every single cent that this video makes, I'm going to donate to a mental health hospital. I think it's the least that we could all do, and I think it's an amazing way to celebrate 20,000 subscribers, as well as giving back to something that does hit home with me, quite frankly. I'm just going to keep this video really short. Obviously, I want to touch on the fact of post-cycle. If you don't have a very good mental state, it is very easy to get down. And it's not even post-cycle. I mean, the story that I'm about to tell you was actually 3 months after. I was completely clean off everything. And it can happen to anybody at any time. And that's why I feel like we just all need to come together. There's not a point to hate one another, and I just wish that we could all build each other up as a family like we're supposed to be. Like every single person is doing something spectacular in their own life. And here we are hate commenting on TikTok and YouTube, and I just don't see the purpose. I mean, we could just all be together, all be one, and just spread so much positivity. And that's what this channel was completely about, is just being yourself and hopefully getting accepted. I mean, I get a lot of hate comments and they really hurt. I'm not gonna lie. I've been trying to not read the comments as much because of how much, wow. It honestly makes me emotional, and you know what? I'm emotional, and I'm sure there's gonna be hate comments about it, but it makes me who I am, and that's all that matters. So, basically, this is what happened. So this is what happened. I was getting so caught, the mind is so powerful, that my mental health story isn't the same as most. Obviously I got bullied as a kid. I never felt like I was good enough. I've never really fit into a group. I've been gathering more friends this last year, and it honestly means the world to me, the friends that I have, and how they treat me, and just, it's really shined a light to my life. I've lost some pretty important people. So all of that made me who I am today. Your mind is so powerful that you can trick yourself into believing that things aren't true, and that's where my mental health lied, and I did need to get professional help. I'm not here to lie to anyone and say I did it by myself, and I just talked to somebody, and that's all I needed. They didn't even say anything. It was me just coming to the realization of what I, as a human being, wanted to believe. I got very into death. Death scares me, man. Even talking about it, it's very hard for me to wrap my head around death, because it's the fear of the unknown, right? That's why I live every day like it's my last day on earth, because you do never know when your last day is gonna be on earth. But I didn't have anything to believe in. I'm not religious. I didn't believe in an afterlife. I didn't believe in reincarnation. So I started looking into religion, I started looking into reincarnation, I started looking into spirituality, vibrations, frequencies, all of that. And it got so bad to the point that I didn't think like I wanted to die to figure out like what happened. And I may honestly sound so stupid, but like I had to get like, I wanted to die more than I wanted to live, because the fear of not knowing what happened after death was more scary to me than actually living, if that makes any sense. I was doing so much research on like how the brain produces cells, like frequencies, but I just got so deep and so deep and so deep. But I didn't tell anybody about this. It got deeper and deeper and deeper. I just kept it to myself to the point that, yeah, like I did some things that like I just wasn't proud of because of that. Yeah. Like I wasn't even, like I was calling in sick to work. I like wasn't talking to anybody because I couldn't cope with the fact of not knowing. And that lasted for about 3 weeks. What I've realized though is no emotion can really be destroyed. You have to take a step back and come to the realization of, you know what, this is what is happening. And you have to accept it. Nothing is going to be destroyed. If you suppress emotions and suppress emotion and suppress emotion, it's just going to come to the point of exploding. That's how I live now. And you guys see a positive ass person on YouTube like every single second, right? And to be honest with you, like 6 out of 7 days, that's how I am. But I still get upset. I still cry. Like I went through a really rough breakup that really, like this one really hurt me. And it's just okay to not be okay. And when you have muscles and you squat 800 pounds and you have just a very outgoing personality, like those, like we're the type of people that aren't supposed to have emotions, you know? So I just want to make this video, 1, to raise money for mental health, 2, just to share my story and let you guys know that if you're going through the same things, like please message me, please call me, please do anything. And that we just need to take steps in our life to be the best version. And when you're the best version of yourself, then you can put positivity onto others, like I've started to do. And obviously that we know that taking anabolic steroids can drastically affect depression and anxiety. And that's kind of why I wanted to also make this video, is to say how important it is to have a good mental state before you do any of this. Or during your off season, if maybe your last cycle didn't go according to plan mentally, that you take a good off season to really learn yourself and learn to love yourself. As stupid as that sounds. We know that when you come off steroids, your hormones completely go out of whack. You go from being on like testosterone, for example, you have more energy, you're stronger, you're bigger, your entire life is amazing, your sex drive is up. Most people that I talk to are so happy with their physical gains and energy that they're so happy. But when they come off and they start to lose a little bit, they don't have a good enough mental state or mind to say it's just a part of the game. We're looking at the long picture here. We just put on 20 pounds of muscle. We're going to lose 5 to 10 pounds, but the next time we'll put on another 20 pounds and we'll keep going up and up and up. So that's what you have to look at, and you just have to know, you say, you know what, like this is a time where I can focus on my health, focus on my relationships, focus on personal growth and just loving yourself. I mean, you have to look at life in cycles. You can't get strong year round. You have to look at it as 12-week increments. You're going to do a 12-week strength prep, and then you're going to take some time off to give your central nervous system a break. If you're having issues with mental health from steroids, you kind of need to do the same thing. You need to do 3 months of your cycle, But during that off time, you need to work on personal growth and just making sure that you're okay, because no drug on the planet is good enough to sacrifice your well-being. I'm in a very lucky state that a lot of fucked up shit happened to me that I'm not even gonna get on. Like, I'm not even gonna get into it because I don't want. Right now, I don't want to open that up to the internet, and I don't want people to feel sorry for me. But it made me the person I am today because it made me step back and learn to love myself. So that's kind of what I have to say about post-cycle. And guys, I just want to let you know that there's so many resources out there. There's so many people that you can go and talk to. There's people that will let you talk to them for like free. Like when I was doing research on finding like therapists, at the time I was working a part-time job. I couldn't even afford like gas to get to work. And there's therapists out there that will talk to you and charge you based off of how much you make. There's certain therapists out there that will completely do it for free. There's amazing apps out there, like there's one called MetroLife, and they actually just came out with a completely free version that helps you track your day-to-day activities. They have journaling techniques. They print out charts. And how often do you get up and you have a chart and you have to write something that you love about yourself? How many people have done that ever? I know some people have, but it makes a massive difference in your life. And if you watched my last video, that's why on that whiteboard every single day, I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for, and I write down 1 thing that I love about myself. Because I can get down, and it's you that can pick yourself back up, but you have all the help in the world. From me, and from all the helping hands. I just want to let everybody know that you're not alone. We're all in this together, and hopefully we can just keep increasing positivity. So thank you guys for watching. I didn't really go into too much depth. I hope we can raise a ton of money here. Thank you so much for 20,000 subscribers. It honestly means the world to me, and I will continue to push as much positivity as possible. So thank you.